Nearly $6 the field here, the last leg of the quaddie. And they're off and they're racing. And one of the first away, Girls on Fire, also jumping quite well as they get going after 100 is Best Mood, who's flying up there. Likewise coming across now, Rommel's Journey, and also right there, Excel Indeed. Right behind those, then on settling down, God's Gate, Girls on Fire, Bundaberg, Bill Selects and Precious God. Followed further back, Art of Surprise. Over on the inside, Queen Aria, Hyper Real is well off them, settling down, and back with it near the rail, Snippy Sean. At the 600 metre mark, and Best Mood leading the way. Rommel's Journey being hustled along to try and stay with it. On the inside, they're enjoying a great run, approaching the home corner, God's Gate. Over on the outside, next of all, is Bundaberg, and then came Excel Indeed in the middle. Precious God is following God's Gate at the top of the stretch, followed further back by Bill Selects, Girls on Fire. Down to the 250, Best Mood the leader, a length and a half, Rommel's Journey. God's Gate down near the inside, but they still haven't got anywhere near Best Mood. Best Mood had kicked away. Bill Selects is running on, so's Queen Aria, but Best Mood had stolen the march on them, and it's Best Mood first up. Best Mood for the Gangemi stable, one from Queen Aria. Precious God or Bill Selects there with Hyper Real running on for the Miners. In behind them, Girls on Fire. God's Gate didn't give a yelp after straightening. Snippy Sean picked off a few. Bundaberg finished well back in the field. Excel Indeed, another disappointing run, followed home then by Rommel's Journey, and Art of Surprise trails them all home. Well, somebody liked it. Best Mood first up. First time out for the Gangemi brothers, and has delivered. Shooter McGruddy in the saddle, and they had a little go at it. 2 at $12 into 9. Began very quickly. Showed high speed. Not accustomed to seeing it go that quickly. 1:10, 1:6. And then keep going and win by a length and a quarter over Queen Aria and 11 Bill Selects. 10-7, 11, 9 fourth Precious God after the running of the final event for the day. Best Mood, 5-year-old, 4 wins now, first for this stable. The Gangemis in partnership with J. Herc, C. Thomas, C. Dakin, G. McNally and O. Scottford, K. Brennan, P. Beeman, the Care Factor Group, S. Polly D. Jones, M. Evans, and also L. Palm. And a bit of specking at the $12 into 9. Queen Aria, number 7, second home. Willie Pike for Adam Durant, the Pariah Mare from Emmeline. And third, 11, Bill Selects by Snippet Sun. Trained by Robbie Lockwood, ridden by Jefferson Sang. 10-7, 11-9 there. It was always a wide race, but this has just jumped to the front and kept on improving. 35-4-4, and they never looked like getting to Best Mood over the 1200 first up for the stable. Let's find out more as we head back downstairs to Lock.
Nice win from Best Mood there, Darren. I don't think many people expected him to be out in front making the speed, but that's a really nice win. Put the writing on the wall with that recent trial and gets the job done. Here first up, Chris Gangemi joins me now. We spoke pre-race, Chris, about the fact that this horse looked to be in good order off the back of his recent trial, but did you expect to see him out in front?
Yeah, you actually led in one for Bob back in the day when he was in form, so didn't surprise us, mind you. I thought there was a bit of speed on paper, so I wouldn't have been surprised to see him just sitting behind him either. But looked like Shooter, obviously, like I said before the race, he'd been working well and he probably just wanted to take bad luck out of the equation. So rode him very well. Good for Shooter, good for the stable. Sort of had a few run well lately without winning, so it's a good result.
He looks like a horse that naturally now under your care has a high cruising speed. He looked to be doing it nice and easy out in front.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably his go from now on. Obviously, he doesn't have to lead, but if the leads are up for grabs, I'm sure he'll take it up, and if someone wants to go hard, he can just sit off them.
Where to next for a horse like him? Does he go straight to a graduation or another Saturday event?
I'd imagine so. Obviously, that was he's won 4 now, so I'd imagine he deserves a crack at a grad for sure.
Great way to end of the day. Well done.
Good on you. Thanks, buddy.
There's Chris Gangemi after the win of Best Mood, first up in his stable, formerly owned by Bob Peters in the Cerise and White, and he leads all the way upon resuming to the races, and That was a nice win, Scotty. He's down on the line, a winner by a length and a quarter.
Yeah, it was, and it was a really nice trial as well. He bolted up to them and then was just sort of peaking on his performance in the barrier trial. But as Chris said pre-race, he'd had a couple of really searching gallops since then, which has brought him on even further. And free rolling out in front might just be the way to ride him. I think he's already won a graduation when he was in the care of Michael Grantham as well. So they can head back to a Saturday and hope and expect that he can measure up at that level as he already has done previously. 10, 7, 11 and 9. But in the end, he's paid, I think, about $8.50 on the tote. So he was very strong in late betting, was this horse. And he's the beneficiary of a perfect Sean McGrady ride. He used the barrier to his advantage. He was able to poke through underneath of Rommel's Journey, and from the top of the home straight there was only one horse that you wanted to be on. You could see Queen Aria was making some ground from the back of the field there, and also Bill Selects, who met with some support at each way figures as well. They were making some inroads, but they were never going to get close to this leader and eventual winner. Sean McGrady is about to join us now for a word after the first victory of Best Mood. Shooter joins us now. It looked like a case where you were happy to lead if you wanted to, and then probably that horse on the outside wasn't going quick enough to get across you.
Correct, yeah, I was happy to let him go in box seat, but yeah, he wasn't going quick enough, and I didn't want to make him go any slower, my bloke, so very unknown, obviously, first up for the stable, but he showed enough speed in the trial that I thought he'd be in the first three for sure. And
even in that trial and even today, it looks like he wants to get on with the job.
He does, yeah, look, the team's going very well. They're all very well in themselves, quite above themselves, so that's a good thing. So the boys have got him flying.
What about on the weekend? You come here and ride one for Steve Wolf, who you trialled down in Albany. What can you tell me about him? I'm not sure how you say the name, but I'm going to go with Wiki Up.
Yeah, I'm not sure either, but no, I said to Wolfie he could probably do with another trial, and I think he's going to treat this race as a trial, and no, he's got the ability to earn some money though.
Congratulations, well done.
Thank you.
There's Sean McGrady. He finishes the day as a winner, combining with the Ganjimi boys and Best Mood, a new acquisition to the stable, and he leads all the way to take out the Bisley Workwear Handicap. Scott, as we said at the beginning of the program, it was always going to be a low-key meeting, this midweek meeting 7-race card at Ascot, but clearly honours go to Sean and Jake Casey with a training treble from only 4 runners.
And I think if you're talking about a horse highlight and one that you'd like to take home or follow out of this meeting here today, it was the first winner, who was very well supported from $7 opening quote into $2.60 in late betting. It was a really big crunch there on So See God, playing God Filly, trained by Sean and Jake Casey. She wins on debut, and she looks like she's only going to get better with racing.
From a riding perspective, I think Natika Reardon, always great to see Natika ride home a winner, but especially here at headquarters at Ascot, and that was the second leg of the Casey treble, but she continues to ride plenty of winners, mainly in the country area, but good to see her take the opportunity here in town.
Yeah, she's probably just being outshone at the moment by Holly Nottle, and almost all the riders in our ranks are being at the moment. She's riding that well, Holly, and so she's getting under the guard a little bit, Natika, but for a 3-kilo claiming apprentice in town to be going at 14% is extremely good. Any other year, she'd be headline act.
That it is. So it's been a great day of racing here at Ascot, racing out of Geraldton tomorrow afternoon before we're back here at Ascot for Cyril Flower Stakes Day. But that's all we have time for on racing.com and Racing WA TV. So it's good night from Scotty and I.